Hello there. I am going to talk about this week's Ozempic Journey, and I am just about 3 months in. And today I had blood work done, and I went to the endocrinologist to talk about things. And in the past month, I've lost 5 pounds, and I've been not looking at the scale as much because she said, don't do that, it'll make you crazy. And my scale is off a little bit because according to her scale, it's I weigh less, which is good. But so I haven't been doing that, and I think I need that so I can get motivated, for one thing. And so I can, when I've had something I shouldn't have, that's wrong wording. When I've had something that is not in my diet, I can adjust to it, pivot. And so in total, I've lost 25 pounds. And so that makes me feel really good. That the fact that I did all this work the past month and I only lost 5 is, I feel blue tonight. And my husband was asking, how much would you have lost on your own? And I said, probably not a lot, but I feel like I had been really, what's the word? How do I say it? I've been really conservative in my food eating. I try to eat between 12 and 7 now. So I'm doing the fasting, and I'm trying to eat only 2 meals a day. And I feel like I'm not having much of any carbs at all. And I say any carbs at all, I'm not eating bread, I'm not eating crackers, I occasionally eat sweets. And so I kind of thought my weight loss would be more than it is. So in talking to her, I said, I'm not having any side effects at all. And she said, I'd like to switch you from Ozempic to Mounjaro. So the Ozempic here is about $190 for a month's week pen for a month, and the Mounjaro is about $300 a month. But she gave me a $100 off coupon if I go to the specific pharmacy, which I'll do. That's a lot of money. And I'm going to find out if my insurance covers it, because it did reimburse me finally for the Ozempic, so I'm hoping it'll at least reimburse me for some on the Mounjaro. And I want to read about it and understand it. She says she thinks it's a better drug, and I really, really like this endocrinologist. And she said, so the plan is to have me on the Ozempic and then switch me to the Mounjaro, and then from there eventually go to a pill. So that's good to know too. And she's got one of these fancy weight machines in her office, and it gives me all these different stats, which I find really interesting. So I was going over them this evening. But I still haven't met with a nutritionist, and that is killing me. If I could change one thing in this whole Ozempic journey process, is I want to meet with a doggone nutritionist, because I'm not eating breakfast, and that's fine. For me, I don't really mind that. But when I eat breakfast, I really don't want eggs. And so what I did is I researched this week and said, what's the highest protein food? And chicken is super high. So for me, I should have around 97 grams of protein a day. And what's not good is one day, so I don't really like meat that much, and especially red meat and the bad meats, but like hot dogs. But I do like chicken. So I learned that if I eat like 2 chicken breasts a day, that can get me all my protein and some. And so I'm going to try to do that more, because one day I was kind of evaluating the end of the day, and I think I had about 5 grams of protein, and that's terrible. That's really not enough protein for a body going through anything. And so she said she's got another nutritionist for me to try to reach. And the problem is I can't get hold of anybody here in Ecuador. They're all busy. And So I'm going to meet with the nutritionist. I'm going to find out what I can eat for breakfast on days that I do need something for breakfast, or the lunch that I want a breakfast for lunch. And then another tip is I want to make pickled eggs, because eggs are high in protein. And I think the pickling would give them a different kind of flavor than the scrambled egg that I'm so tired of. And I haven't really even eaten that much. The idea of eggs is a real turnoff right now. Not having any side effects. I am getting more cravings for sweets than I was. I'm not getting the fullness, and that might be, I've definitely cut back on my portions. But for example, tonight we went out and had al pastor tacos, and it came with 4, and I ate 2, and there's no cheese on them. But I was asking Google about it, and the corn tortillas have carbs, and the pork can be greasy. This pork wasn't greasy at all, but I brought 2 home, but that's probably, I'm trying to think if I had any other protein today. Oh, I ate a couple bites of my husband's leftover curry, massaman curry. So I definitely, another day, I'm not having enough protein, but I got exercise in, I played tennis, and I feel better being on this medicine. And like I said, I want to read about the Mounjaro and learn about it, and go from there. I've got a friend who lost 60 pounds on Mounjaro, and he said he didn't really change his diet much. He still drank alcohol occasionally like he does, and he ate like he usually eats, but he doesn't snack anymore. And through that, he lost 60 pounds, which is really awesome. So anyways, that's my talk for this week. And I need to get in my head that if I lose 1 or 2 pounds a week, that is really good, because slow and steady wins the race. And there will be a greater likelihood that I keep the weight off if I don't lose a dramatic amount at one time. So, got a ways to go, but losing 20 pounds in just about 3 months is pretty amazing, so I need to celebrate that. So, good luck to everybody out there. Ciao, ciao.